Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? This is going to be a semi-long-ish video, okay? So what we're going to be talking about today is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of the prepared mind. And I get sent videos and emails and pictures, and if you would like to do so, my email's in the description box below. So, with that being said, grab your coffee, maybe a SNICK snack or two, and let's get into it. I've got a smoothie. Love my smoothie. So, this first email comes in from a community member, and she said, just touching base with you from our small farm in southern Ontario. Every day, Environment Canada has been issuing air quality warnings, and it is the worst and the strangest experience we have ever had. Overnight, the winds lessen, and by 5:30 a.m., we are able to put the horses out for about 2 hours to clean the stalls and give them some pasture. But then the smoke gets bad again, and the winds pick up, so they come in. And we are only getting necessary work done outside, watering the gardens, looking after the horses and the chickens before we head indoors. I find it very strange and suspicious that those fires all started simultaneously in Quebec. And we are also have a number of fires in northern Ontario that have also crept southward. Strangest of all is the wind. We never experienced northeast winds like this. Our prevailing winds come from the west. It is a year-round constant, but now we have had these northeast winds since the fires have started. Suspicious? Yes. 5 people were arrested in Alberta for starting the wildfires there. And there has been no news coverage about it since. Suddenly, Nova Scotia went up very close to Halifax, then Quebec, Northern Ontario, and now British Columbia. Can we say bizarre? The crime minister, love that name by the way, the crime minister is using the fires to try to distract the debates about his new budget. Don't you just love that? What do we call that, guys? Shiny object. Hello. Don't look at what's going on over here. Look over here. Stop. Don't. Oh, you're looking over there again. Look over here. Okay. Shiny object. And you know the new tax grab on overtaxed working people while doing nothing about the fires. Anyway, I was waiting for this comment, but you still blew my mind. Wildfires due to climate change. Listen, girl, you know me, okay? But I was just giving you what I found, and you know what I find. I have to, when I do my research, I take it from all angles, and then I summarize, and I give it to you. You know what I'm saying? And she said, it's BS. I know it's BS. Hello. I know it is. And the resulting shelter in place indoors. Climate lockdown testing. Hello. Yeah. This screams WEF in so many aspects. It's disgusting. So it's an environmental disaster affecting not only Canadians, but Americans as well. It will certainly adversely affect millions in both countries. Both of us are now doing our best to keep going, both great mental and fit, even in our 70s. Well, you know what? I applaud you. I applaud you for being so awesome in your 70s. I really do. But we are limiting our exposure and working indoors more. I'm not riding right now, as this would be detrimental to our health and my fantastic friend and horse. Well, of course, why would you subject yourself to that? Nobody would do that, not in the right state of mind anyway. Pray for us, Canadians and Americans. We will stay strong and continue prepping. All the best from Smoky, Ontario. Of course, I pray for everyone every single night. I really do. For everyone in my community, this prepping community, this awesome community that we have. I care for every single one. I do. And, even though I don't know every single one of you personally, that does not matter. We're all a part of this community, a community that I care for greatly. And we're all friends and we're all family. Okay. But thank you for this email. It was very enlightening. And I thank you. So here are 2 screenshots that were sent to me by a community member, and it says 2 screenshots attached of 30 plus Florida fires and USA fire map for June 7th, 2023. Okay, so this first picture that I'm going to put up for you is, you know, an entire map of the US. And a lot of the fires here in Florida, did you look into see what they are? Because a lot of times in Florida, we do have something called control burn. And we have to do this so we don't have wildfires. And the fire departments do this themselves. And they do it along like major highways and things like that. And it's, you know, they do it during a rainy season, of course. So did you look into that by any chance? Okay, so this other picture that I'm going to put up for you is also, it gives you like the main highways, okay, in Florida. And they're categorized if you want. And it's categorized in red and brown and green. And let's see, it'll give you like, I'm trying to, like, Broward County, Highway 17 in Clay County, Lake, Fanny Lake, which is Highway 54, Hillsborough County, Highway 12, Highway 55. Okay. Like over by me, there's 2 red dots. I'm trying to see which ones those are. Can't really tell. All right, so here are those 2 pictures, okay? What are the green ones though? Because it's not saying, oh, the green ones are for Broward County and Highway 17 in Clay County. Okay, here you go. Okay, so here is a email from a community member, and she said yesterday, I was outside for a few minutes because I had something to do, and I could smell the smoke, and I could taste the tiny, small particles. Oh, sweetheart. Yeah, this is why when I did the video the other day about what's going on, I encouraged you guys to please wear, if you could get your hands on the N95s, because these tiny, small particles, they're bad. Okay, and I know that a lot of people don't like to wear the masks, but this, in this instance, please, I'm asking you, please wear them. Okay, so on to something else. Here's a email from a community member along with some pictures, and she said, I picked these up at Albertsons. I put tuna and Spam inside these buckets and sugar-free hot chocolate. The hot chocolate is approximately 72 packets with more room to add. I counted, and you can put 50 cans of tuna in one, 24 Spam in another. It's freed up extra space in our pantry. What size are your totes? Oh, these are buckets? Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Are these 5-gallon buckets? Items are in one spot. This is a really great idea, though, I'll say that much. Here you go. Okay, this was sent in by a community member. And this is a screenshot that was taken on June 9th at 9:51 in the morning. And it says, Alberta farmers reported finding fireboxes found with timers in them. For the love of God. And here is an email with some pictures from a community member. And she said, morning, canned 6 quarts of free farmers market scrap, all sealed. Got more yummies. So off I went, and this is what I got to eat fresh. And I figured out what I'd like to can. My hens, my ducks, and my roos got huge watermelons, strawberries, tomatoes, blueberries, and apples and peaches. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. I love how you give your livestock fresh veg. I just love it. They must be so healthy. I just love it. And then how you can and everything. Oh my gosh. You're such an inspiration. You really are. So here are some pictures from a community member along with an email. She said, hi, I don't know why it's kind of oily feeling too, and I'm really worried about my garden, especially my potatoes and my onions. She's talking about, you know, what's going on with the wildfires and the smoke and stuff like that. So she sent me pictures of like her car windows. And if you look at it, you can actually, like, she's taking her finger and like putting it against the windows. Wow. That's really crazy how it's oily now. Strange. And here are some videos that were sent in by community members.
Ja. Niet normaal.
So basically, they're coming after your land, and they're going to start 15-minute cities. And their slogan is just transition. Where did that come from? Well, it comes from a group called the C40, Cities 40. They are trying to make certain cities, almost all major cities in the world, 15-minute cities. And for us rural folks, they have planned to land grab. How will they do this? They are starting to make changes in our land use bylaws without our knowledge, without any votes or anything. This is a time to get involved because they have not passed this yet and they want to pass it September this year. Everybody in rural communities, everyone in large cities, start calling your mayors, start calling your MLAs and asking them what are the changes that they want to make to the land use bylaws so that we know, because this is what they're going to put in there. They're going to make slight changes that don't really make sense, but you will have to watch that in case of emergencies or lockdowns or climate lockdowns, what are they allowed to do to your land? Those of you who think that this is a conspiracy theory, this is already happening in the Netherlands with the farm protests. And those of you who really think that we're out to lunch, remember 2020 when you were just touting, oh, it's only 2 weeks to flatten the curve? Yeah, how did that work out? And then remember when you were saying it's safe and effective? Yeah. How are those like side effects that you don't want to talk about going? Exactly. So basically, this isn't the first time they have attempted to do this. I was at the protests when the NDP tried to do a land grab with the Y2Y group. Who's the Y2Y group? Well, they're called the Yukon to Yellowstone group. And they were saying that it was for caribou migration and that we needed to save that land and kick off all the farmers that were basically in that category of land. But you know what's really funny? That's exactly where the biggest oil reserves are in North America. So was the NDP really trying to save the caribou, or were they trying to get the oil companies to not go in and drill so that they could make a false energy crisis so that they could actually expedite this? So I need everybody to call your MLAs, call your mayors, and actually ask them, what are these changes? Then we need to start educating people. Like, repost this, make your own videos, tag me in it. We need to start discussing what are these changes that they're trying to do behind our backs. Those of you who think I'm lying, here are some receipts. I will also put this on my Twitter, and I will try and make a longer Rumble video where I explain all of this in detail. There it is, C40 cities, green and just transition. They even have a playbook so that you can get your youth going. You know, Greta Thunberg and so forth. Hey, Texas, your mayor's in on this. And this is basically the goals that they're trying to reach. We're very cool, right? Except they will actually need to maybe cut out your ability to drive. And Don Iveson, mayor of Edmonton, liberal, go figure, he was part of this. And if you think this is a conspiracy theory, please look this up.
So I've lived out there for over 30 years. I know a lot of people in this room. I knew about that fire before lunch on Friday. thanks to our Facebook group. Not one of you at all gave us a warning till 4 o'clock. So to hell with your damn political speeches up here. All these people in this room rely on you people to get us information. I have a friend that lives in Riverview Pines. He didn't even know about it till I phoned him at work and said, get your ass home, there's a fire. Then I got a horse trailer coming to my house and they get blocked, told they can't come in, until my buddy's wife says, I'm gonna run your ass over if you don't move. So explain to me, Mr. Lemieux, how your system with all the livestock works when there's cattle liners lined up for my neighbor's 300 head of cattle on Highway 40 and they can't even get in. Your response was garbage on Friday. The neighborhood was more organized than any one of you, including bylaw. So let us do our jobs. A local resident who we all know who it is, I won't name him, got kicked out today. He had his own D6 in there before you guys did. And he was pushing dirt before you. And he got kicked out today. He had a second dozer show up yesterday and he got turned around. I was told there was 8 more en route, got turned around. Pipestone Energy offered their pumping equipment to pump water, denied. You guys have resources coming out the ass from everybody that's experts in their fields here, and you said no. That resident with that dozer is so mad he's not here right now. I spoke to him personally this afternoon. He was scared he's going to get arrested if he showed up. He has done more for our community than anyone on that stage. So spare me the political crap and tell us what's really going on. When we got guys offering up their $1 million pieces of equipment to come in and get the job done. Anyone? Mr. Lemieux.
Yes.
Look, right? It's kind of fucking raining. But what is this shit on the ground? It's not pollen, bro. That shit is not pollen. What the fuck is that? It's raining. All over the road. Look at this shit coming on. Look at this shit, bro. Oh. It's salt. It's not pollen. No, it ain't. The only thing it could be is salt. That's it.
Okay, friends. So I live in a town that is about 5 hours north of New York City. Canada is about 2.5 hours north of my town. New York City is covered in a yellow cloud of smog. And they're telling us that it is from the wildfires in Canada. But that yellow cloud of smog never passed over my house. And it would have had to get to New York City. I also want to ask you this question. What color does ammonium nitrate burn? Just saying.
And before I go, here is a picture that was sent in by a community member, and it is of gas prices that are in her area. And it seems like gas prices are coming down. Not around here, but where she's at. Regular $3.19, diesel $3.69. So this is great prices. All right, guys, that's all for this video. I will see you in the next one, okay? You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less. Ciao.